Welcome back. I hope it's not been long for you. We're back with the Omen. I forgot to come up with a weird way to say it. Plague. Parasite agents is the chapter we are on. Well, I don't think they're chapters. They're because like there's actual. I think I'm only in like chapter 2 because I actually looked at the Steam achievements at some point and I noticed that like there was some for the chapters in this game. I've only got like the first one, and we're like a couple hours into this. So I don't know how many chapters this game got. I didn't think it was that long of a game, but I guess we'll see. Opening your eyes, you're immediately filled with determination. You're going to confront Dr. Bjerink and find out exactly why he was compelled to do what he did. I really don't wanna. I don't wanna. You have breakfast quickly and consider what you'll need to take to assert your position. Very interesting. This would back up my case more, but I feel like if I take it, it might be taken away from me. But if I leave it alone, they might also get into my apartment and steal it. And they specifically called out that the door was not very thick. Very interesting. I just kind of want to fuck off, to be quite honest. I feel like it's going to be taken away from us either way, so I'm just going to take it with me. You pick up your briefcase. You're comforted by the weight of the paper inside. It contains the only real, tangible proof of all the work you've done together, and of your relationship with the professor. I bet it'll be taken away from me. I feel it. I feel it coming. Clasping it tightly, you leave the flat. I don't really wanna. I don't wanna. As you're walking to Bjerink's house, you go over and over in your mind the words you'll use to explain your position. Although the general idea remains the same, you make some mental edits until you come up with the best possible phrasing for what you want to say. Oh, that hits home. Anytime I gotta make a phone call, that is exactly what I do. I'll take what I need and I'll like condense it and refine it until I can say exactly what needs to be said in the shortest amount of time possible. Reaching his house, you pass by 3 young men laughing and joking around on the street outside. They look like 3 friends returning from a night of revelry. Remembering times like those, you smile and feel a little envious. Oh, you don't know that the disease is coming. You don't know about the viruses. You straighten your coat in front of the door and knock. A butler calls for Bjerink, but when he comes to the door, his face carries an expression of bewilderment. Good morning. Who are you? It kind of doesn't surprise me. I feel like he's been told to do this to pretend he has no idea who we even are. I'll say surprised. Do you mean to say you don't know me? Bjerink appears in earnest, even somewhat irate. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm quite sure that I've never met you in my life. There must be some misunderstanding. Now, if you please, I'm a very busy man. The butler and another servant approach, and the doctor pushes you lightly towards the door, as if shooing away some kind of annoying insect. You turn your body and try to wedge yourself there before the door can close. You must try and speak with Bjerink. It cannot end like this. I feel like it really can. I have the notes. What if they're just taken from me, though? I'm scared of using them. What is my speechcraft? It's not quite at a point where I feel like I can win this. Fuck it. You snatch open the briefcase and thrust your notes in front of Bjerink's face. At first he doesn't want to even look at them, but then you see a glimmer of recognition in his eyes. You thought I wouldn't have kept my own copy of the work? I'll be showing these papers to your disciplinary commission. After a few seconds, Bjerink, in an arrogant gesture, pushes the papers away and with help from his servants closes the door in your face. You stare at the closed door. You realize that it would be pointless to insist to knock again. If Bjerink has answers, you certainly won't get them through force, yet he is clearly hiding something. You recognize in him a fellow seeker of truth, so you know he isn't just in it for the money or the fame. He's almost assuredly been... Well, So maybe Bjerink is controlled by someone, or perhaps you really are losing your mind. I don't think we're losing our mind in this. I think he's either been told to shut the fuck up about all of this, or maybe he is being controlled in some way. You clutch the briefcase to your chest firmly. No, here's the tangible and unequivocal evidence that you're not going crazy. Perhaps the only proof that you have left, in fact. Again, I really don't like this being on me now. But if it had left it at the apartment, it would have gotten stolen. I know it. You've been walking lost in thought for some time when you suddenly catch a movement out of the corner of your eye. Turning, you see the 3 men you had seen outside Beering's house. Is it possible they're following you? If you fucking take this shit from me, I'm going to go across, and I won't be able to fight back about it at all. You stop at a newspaper stand, pretending to be interested in the papers to gauge their reaction. They also stop nearby, and once you start walking in, they do too. This is no coincidence. Over the months you've spent working with Beering, you've had ample opportunity to get to know your way around Delft. Now you decide to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will try to lose them, or else lead them into a situation where you can confront them more easily. What is this? What happened? What did it do? It lit up like something happened. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna ignore it. Oh. Map. You better run away as long as you can. Face your pursuers. Oh, I can't. No. We're not facing them. We're running. We're fucking running. You're alone and there are 3 of them, so you decide to there's no way. You'd have to have a whole bunch of fighting to be able to fuck them up. Like 3-on-1? No, never. You're alone and there are 3 of them, so you decide the confrontation is not your best option. Just ahead, there's a narrow alleyway. You take it, pick up your pace to a run, and then turn at the first road that crosses it. You continue taking random turns and accelerating, hoping to lose them, but to no avail. You can hear their footsteps behind you. Now they've started running. It has become a real chase. Are we just gonna, run out of the city? I don't... How... This... I don't really know. Either go to the city center or run away from it, essentially. Are we better in a crowd, or would we be better running away from the city? I'm going to lose them in the city. I'm going to try to. You continue with the same strategy of trying to lose them in the narrow labyrinthine streets of the city center. Yet every time you turn around to see where they are, they seem closer. Your breathing is becoming labored. Perhaps this wasn't the best strategy after all. Well, piss off! If you don't do something soon, they will catch up. Agility or observation? What's our higher one? They're both a 3. Can I try? Yeah! Without slowing down, you scan the area, looking for anything which could help in your escape. In the middle distance, there's a cafe, and beside the rear entrance, there's a tall stack of crates. Oh yeah, bitch! Suck it! Can I? No. I need a number of more points. As you pass, you tug on one of the crates near the bottom of the stack, making them collapse in all directions and block the alleyway. You know it won't stop them, but it should slow them down a little. Now that you've succeeded in gaining a little ground on the men chasing you, it's time to think of a strategy for getting away from them definitively. Try the police station, which should be close by. I don't want to go to the police. I don't want that. That seems bad. You head back into the maze of alleyways to seek refuge. Well, we got that skill check, so maybe this one will also be 3? Egg piss! You put all your efforts into a final desperate sprint, but after less than a minute, you're forced to slow down by a painful stitch in your side. Your sedentary life in Delft has taken its toll on your fitness. Behind, you can hear that your pursuers have gained ground. God damn it! 3 men surround you. God damn it! Professor Huntington, it is time to understand that your collaboration with Dr. Beering is over. Please stop trying to see him exposing yourself. Your work is too valuable. You should be more discreet. He has a thick German accent. No, we don't have the points to do this. While the men who had been talking to you hold you tightly, one of the others rips your briefcase from your hands. You shout and struggle in the protest, but the man who's holding you is very strong, and the other brings out a knife and flashes in front of your eyes. Yeah, the moment we had gotten caught, it was over. There's nothing you can do to stop them, and as they're walking off, one of them turns back to you. Understood, Huntington? You're an intelligent man, Huntington. Don't do anything stupid. We'll keep an eye on you. That's about exactly what I was expecting to happen. I don't know if it would have been any better to keep the papers in the flat, because like I said, I feel like they might have just stolen it from us. I failed an achievement. I failed another one. Which one's this one? Well, what did we fail this time? The notes of your research with your... Oh, god damn it. God pissing shit! Every time I have some information that's useful on this, it gets stolen from me. The diary got stolen from me, now this gun got stolen from me. People need to stop stealing from me, okay? Dejected, you make your way back to the flat. You've lost the only real proof of your collaboration with your brink, but you're certainly not about to give up now. In fact, the theft of the evidence has made you even more determined to find your way of demonstrating your involvement. Kinda wish it hadn't. You try to convince the scientific community of your reasons. You're confident that they will listen to a colleague in need. I don't think they will. There's only one way to convince Burink to talk. Involve him in a scandal. Local newspapers are always looking for stories like this. I feel like they won't listen to me, but I kind of hate the idea of making his life worse when I feel like they're probably already threatening him. I don't like any of this, to be quite honest. I don't know a good decision to do here. After weighing it up, you determine that the best thing to do now is to appeal directly to Delft's scientific and medical community. Thus, you return to the university and meet with the rector, Van Vermeer, who in turn arranges a meeting with the medical board for that same afternoon. You're feeling nervous and on edge about presenting your case in front of all these staid and suspicious professors. It takes you back to your student days, and although you do have the strength of your convictions, the accusing attitudes of these men make you feel strangely guilty. You begin recounting your side of the story regarding Burink's research, explaining your discoveries in Zanzibar and their role in the subsequent results of your collaboration. You close with an account of the bizarre encounter with Burink after the publication of your work. Dr. Huntington, these allegations of yours are most serious. Dr. Burink, who is not with us here today, denies not only your involvement, but even that he knows you. What exactly would a microbiologist be working with a doctor on this kind of research? Do you have any evidence to support your version of events? No. No, I don't. Of course, how convenient. Perhaps the theft is all part of a plot against you, sir. Gentlemen, we have before us a braggart or a fool. God, I hate. Murmurs and barely stifled laughs rise up from the assembled academics. You make a feeble protest, but it's clear that they are no longer listening. You abandon this futile attempt and walk off angrily, trying to ignore the derisory comments behind you. But it's not over yet. You've just resolved to break into the laboratory. Oh. You arrive at the laboratory. Nobody's currently using it, and so the door is locked. You try without success to force it open. On closer inspection, it seems that the door has been reinforced following a recent break-in. God damn it! But you will not be deterred so easily. With a heavy bust from a plinth in the corridor, try to break down the door. Decide to try and steal the keys from reception. Try to force yourself through a connecting window. I like trying to just go in through a window. Let's try that. You exit the building and follow a path around an internal courtyard. Having spent so much time there, you know perfectly well which windows correspond to those of the laboratory. The windows are quite high, though, at least 3 feet above the height of your head. Oh, that's not that big of a deal. I would hope not. Oh, God. I hate everything! I hate everything! I hate everything! I'm tired of failing! I'm tired of failing! I'm gonna fail! I'm gonna freaking fail! I'm gonna fail this whole game, okay? I just hope you all know. I hope if you're watching this, you understand that I am going to fail horribly. You begin to climb up using the few precarious handholds that you find on the smooth marble stones. You slip down multiple times, which you keep trying with gritted determination. Then a gardener shouts something in your direction. One floor above the lab, someone opens a window and looks down. It is the rector. Piss! Fucking piss! Dr. Huntington, I must inform you that if you ever dare show your face here again, you won't even get a foot inside. You walk away unhesitatingly from the university. You know full well that your connection with this place is over forever. Now you must think of an alternative strategy. We're on like plan D, man. I don't know what to tell you. We are on plan D. Well, fucking slander his name, then. You've made inquiries, and now you have an appointment at the Grotmarkt, the market square, with a group of journalists. You've decided that the best solution is to put the whole situation into the public domain, even at the risk of creating a scandal. There are only 5 journalists present, and they give you looks which betray their differing approaches. 2 of them seem curious, the others very skeptical. You recount the facts of the case, and you can see that for many of them, the story, albeit true, seems unappealing. Do you have any evidence? I'm not going up against these professors without something solid. I don't know. I have nothing. I have nothing. I have literally nothing. I have literally fucking nothing. I have nothing to give you. I have nothing to give anybody. God damn it! You stiffen up as you think back to the loss of the... I know, okay. I lost the goddamn briefcase. Okay, I know. Just when you're about to answer, the reporter who asked you for the evidence pushes back his chair and stands up. Okay, I think we have our answer. Even if your story were true, I don't think we have much more to say. If you want some evidence about or advice about professors, though, I have heard there's some excellent mental health doctors in Paris. Go to hell. The other journalists laugh at their witty colleague. You don't even protest. I just hate. I hate. I'm full of hate. You don't even protest as you see them walking away. You know that it's only been a colossal waste of time. Something, however, keeps your eyes on them as they walk off, particularly something in the behavior of the journalist who so rudely challenged you. I might as fucking well. There's something odd about his attitude. At one point, he turns to look at you and smiles, making a gesture with his hand to indicate that you're crazy. I don't know. His mouth is laughing, but his eyes are not. Rather, they are watching you carefully. What do I want? I don't know what I want. I'm saving it. I can't keep losing. I'm saving it. You're suddenly aware that there's something military-like about his bearing. He definitely doesn't carry himself like a journalist. As an ex-soldier yourself, you recognize when someone is pretending to be a civilian. Oh. It seems you cannot make any progress whatsoever, neither here nor from public opinion in general. It will be a while yet before the consequences of what you and Buring discovered become known to the public. And you obviously can't wait around for something like that to happen. You're disappointed and angry. You've been mocked and ridiculed. How can you possibly put up with such a situation? With this thought in your mind, you leave the market square. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Alone against the world. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to do. Approaching the door of your flat and closing it again behind you, you feel almost as if you're sleepwalking. Suddenly, everything you've worked on over recent months has fallen into ruin around you, as if it had all been a dream. Buring's version of events has obviously been accepted as official truth to the extent that even you have begun to doubt yourself. In addition to this crushing self-doubt, you feel the weight of a strong, violent, and invisible threat at the back of your mind. That's the great ones. That's the great old ones right there. You look around the flat, thinking of the stolen notes. Now it is confirmed in your mind that the theft had not been a random break-in, obviously. The thieves had clearly known exactly what they were looking for. Ultimately, there was a... Wait. You look around the flat, thinking of the stolen notes. Now it is confirmed in your mind that the theft had not been a random break-in. There wasn't a break-in at all. They stole it from me. I don't understand. Ultimately, there's a sense of satisfaction in knowing that you are not merely paranoid. There seems to be an intricate conspiracy surrounding you. I'm in trouble, and I fear I may have put you in danger too. Reginald is listening to you carefully as you recount and explain recent events and the suspicions you have accumulated. Then you tell him your fear that you may be suffering from paranoia. Yeah. I wouldn't call it paranoia. It just sounds like caution to me. I won't complain about leaving these Dutch snobs and getting back to the comfort of London. Besides, they are utterly clueless about meat pies. Don't you worry, I'll be in London before you have time to put the belly back on. Reginald laughs heartily. All right, old boy. I don't mind admitting that I'm oh, shit. I fucking lost my everything. Something about dropped off my desk. All right, old boy. I don't mind admitting that I'm looking forward to being back in England. You embrace your friend and then accompany him to the ticket office. Only once you've seen him with the ticket in his hand and walking up the gangway of the boat, you turn back to the flat. Perhaps you should be doing exactly the same thing as Reginald, getting back to London. After all, Delft has nothing left to offer you. You are reflecting, wondering whether it is really worth it to insist on your share of the credit for your discoveries with Brink. Is it really the time to make ego-driven decisions? Furthermore, if your best chances lie in proving your case in the academic sphere, would it not make more sense to try again in an environment where you still have some reputation? That is to say, in London? You no longer have any responsibilities or ties here. You immediately start packing your belongings in preparation to leave. With the money still at your disposal, it shouldn't be hard to get a place on the next steamer for London, and you have the time on the trip to plan carefully your next course of action. I hope he knows what to do, because I don't fucking know what to do. You may even persuade the University of London to enter into competition with Delft. I mean, that'd be nice. Oh, we're making a lot of points. They must feel bad for me. I don't know what to get. And I'm not getting anything because I hate losing these goddamn checks. So I'm so 100% saving this level up. You're busy finishing packing your bags, but can't get these paranoid thoughts out of your mind. Even without any definitive... Are we really paranoid though? Like, to be quiet, this is a case where it's like there kind of obviously is a conspiracy. It's very clear. Even without any definite evidence to back up your suspicions, you cannot help but feel tangled up in a web of conspiracies. That's because we are. Procedure. You need only go back to the basics of procedure. The only remedy for the physical and mental chaos of the last few days is to return to the discipline of your military training and logically evaluate your best course of action. That's a very good thing to do, buddy. You're doing good. You will return to London. Given the uncertainty of your situation and the possible risks, you should try to identify the people watching you and throw them off your trail. And if it turns out that no one is watching you, they are, you at least have taken all due precautions. They're 100% watching us. This German fucker is going around the entire globe after us. In spite of everything, this disciplined thinking seems to momentarily calm your senses. You just need to focus. As you close the last bag, someone knocks at the door. Piss off! You approach the door, but do not open it immediately. You ask who it is, and with a heavy North African accent, claims to be a messenger. I kind of want to know. I don't want... Well, we've already asked who it is. They know we're here, man. You might as well just see. You cautiously open the door just enough to see who is there, but not so much as to expose yourself to any risk. Waiting there is a black man with a scarred face wearing a robe which looks much too small for him. He hands you a note. A message from Mr. Huntington. You take the note from the hands of the man, who looks at you with a slightly idiotic smile. You thank him and he nods. For a second you seem to catch a strange twinkle in the man's eyes. It's over in an instant, and it may have only been a trick of the light or your imagination. Probably not. But probably not. If it's coming up, if it's a detail that's being said, it's not nothing. Right away, you sit down and begin reading the unexpected message. Jake, this is the second time I'm writing to advise you. Yeah. I hope that the fulfillment of the predictions of my first message has convinced you of my good intentions. You do not know me, Jake, but I am a friend and the time has come to warn you. I didn't write it. I didn't forget. I remember that message. You shiver involuntarily. You had completely forgotten about the mysterious message which you received in Zanzibar. I can imagine that you've already started noticing strange things happening around you and must have many suspicions. I can confirm for you now that these are indeed justified, and that you have attracted the attention of a very powerful and very secret cult. Okay, so I was right about the Germans being a cult. This cult counts among its members captains of industry, nobles, politicians, and many other types of powerful people, and they have only one overriding objective: total control. They have different ways of gaining it, but there's a plan that they've been pursuing for a very long time. It is a plan that involves the disease. Epidemics are one of their main weapons of control, and thus you have assumed a key role in their eyes. You must be ready to defend yourself. Oh, maybe I should get some fighting in me. Maybe I shouldn't have left that at 1. Oh god, 12 points, shit. They're giving me a lot of points here. Oh my god, I get one of these and one of that. Is it bad that I've left fighting at 1? Should that be higher, you think? Oh, I don't know. Leaving it, I'm leaving it for now. You reread the message twice. You're quite certain that it is no joke, but can you really trust this friend? I mean, is there a reason not to? What else do we have to go off at this point? In light of this latest development, the thought of returning to London is looking even more attractive. I think I'm gonna trust him. Like I said, what if we don't trust him? Well, what the fuck? What are we gonna do? You will carry out your plan as you had already decided, but because of this latest warning, you think it advisable to procure a pistol for yourself. I would hope so, man. We had a whole armory before that got taken away from us. You remember having seen a gun shop on your wanderings around Delft. In the end, you find it but quite a bit further away than you remembered. The shopkeeper welcomes you with a smile, and you tell him that you're looking for a small, easily concealable pistol. He shows you various models, but one of them immediately stands out as exactly what you were looking for. You buy it and leave. I don't want unwanted guests. That's of the things that this could have said. This is the thing that I did not want it to say. And what scares me more now is my decision to not fight. I feel like that may be wrong. I kind of want to put like 15 points into it. Because motherfuckers keep trying. They keep trying. Oh, they steal everything from me. I keep losing. Why do I keep... Every time there's like goodness in my life, it just gets crashed down the next episode. Why? I don't understand. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then come back and see me again next time. Goodbye!